take this out of the stand here. All right, so nice to meet all of you. It's first time here. Tony's. I didn't even know this place existed, but yeah. Apparently, they said they did stand-up comedy here, so I thought I'd give it a shot. Basically, I just wanted to talk about my experiences here. It appears that Tony and I had lived in Korea about the same time, almost 13 years, 12, 13 years. So yeah, we're like the granddaddies of all like foreigners here. So if you need anything, just come talk to us, right? Right. So basically, how was your New Year's? Like we call it the Lunar New Year's, right? It's not like the lunar. And I love having Lunar New Year's because what I wrote on my Facebook was basically this: in Asia, having just one New Year's is not enough. That's overrated. So we need another New Year's here, right? So that's why we have Lunar New Year's, and I'm very pleased with that. So I wrote this on my Facebook a couple of weeks ago, and then there was this girl. She was from Japan, I believe, one of my Japanese friends, and she wrote, "Oh, in Japan we don't have that."
No, we don't.
I was like, "What? What do you mean you don't have that?" It's like, "Oh no, we don't have Lunar New Year's in Japan." And I was like, "What's wrong with you? Are you even Asian? You know, we're in Asia, man. We have to celebrate Lunar New Year's." And I didn't know it back then, but I actually Wikipedia this. And what happened was Japan, after all that colonialism stuff happened, well, during that time, like, it was called the Meiji Restoration, and basically Japan got rid of anything that was Sinocentric. They got rid of anything that was Chinese. It was very strange. So I was just like, okay, so you're claiming that you're breaking away from Asia now, and you're claiming you're Japanese. It's Lunar New Year's, and so I was like, so what kind of Asians are you? Are you guys like Godzilla Asians? Are you guys like Super Saiyan Asians? And then it appeared to me, I remember this one scene in Dragon Ball Z, Goku. This Asian monkey man, he charges up, and then he turns Caucasian. Have you noticed this? He's an Asian man, basically.
Oh yeah.
He charges up, he has blonde hair and blue eyes. And then he has,
yeah.
blonde eyebrows. Later when he charges up more, he becomes more Caucasian, and then his eyebrows like kind of disappear. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, anyways, this guy's like, yeah. So I'm just like, maybe these guys are Super Saiyan Asians. Maybe it's actually Super Asian, but they're trying to hide that word in the Super Saiyan form. So anyways, yeah, but yeah, Lunar New Year's comes and goes. It's funny in Korea because we obviously if you have Korean parents and grandparents, you'd know, but we have this thing called sebaeton. And sebaeton basically means you receive money from your grandparents. That's a tradition here, right, in Lunar New Year's. And so you receive this money from your grandparents, and if you start making your own income, you actually give money back towards your grandparents as a sign of respect, as a sign of piety. And so basically, I did my sebet. It's like when you kind of bow, you bow in front of your grandparents, and then they give you their money. It was very odd because after I bowed, I gave them my money, and I opened up the envelope, and it was like, same amount. It was very, very strange. So I've had those very awkward moments, But I have a lot of things to rant about. That's why I'm up here. And one of the things I'd like to talk about is, people think that living in South Korea is such a danger. If you look at CNN, there's always North Korea always up to something. They're gonna nuke us, You have Kim Jong-un, killing your uncle. By the way, please don't execute your uncles. That's not very nice.
Yeah.
You have Kim Jong-un executing his own uncle and stuff. And so it's just like, man, it must be really scary here living here. That's what people think about us, outside. Same thing when we think about Japan. Oh, they have the Fukushima crisis, so they must be like really in a tough situation. But the people that are actually living there, nobody really cares, man. I have friends that live in Japan; they don't care. And so I'm just like, man, it's like so scary. It must be so scary living in South Korea. I'm just like, no, man. Living in South Korea, that's not the scary. The scariest thing about living in South Korea is not North Korea. It's not their nuclear programs, right? It's not Kim Jong-un, as crazy as this is. It's not Dennis Rodman, although I kind of fear Dennis Rodman myself. But no, the most scariest thing living in South Korea is basically the Republic of Korea, the Daehanmin국 Ajumas, man. You do not mess with the Ajumas here, man. They will destroy you, man. Right? Yeah, you've all had experiences, right? You're trying to go in the subway and trying to, sit down, and then they just like squeeze through, and then they just find that open seat, that last open seat that you wanted to sit on. Or they'll come in, they'll like preemptively strike you with their little bags, they kind of like, I don't know how they like throw their bags, onto that seat so accurately, and then they take their seat. They come from like 50 meters away, and they're like, boom! And then the bag is on that seat, and I'm just like walking there, I'm just like, oh, that's not my seat. Now imagine if these ajumas were actually collective. Imagine if these ajumas actually got together and they formed like some kind of military. The reason why Kim Jong-un can't attack us, the reason why he can't, it's not because of, oh, we have Yongsan base here, oh, we have the military base, we have the US, the nuclear umbrella. No, it's not because of that. It's because of these ajumas, man. If they would have messed with us, man, the ajumas would rise up. They would rise up. I could just see it in the headlines. Don't forget broadcasting, right? The headlines would be like this: AAA, right? Army of Ajumas attack. That would be the main headline. And then like 2 weeks later, right? Angry Ajumas advance or something, man. That's how it rolls. So yeah, basically we are protected, I say, because of the Ajuma umbrella. That's all I have to say. Not the nuclear umbrella, the Ajuma umbrella. Right? So I mean, living in Korea, you have all these things you experience. You have all those awkward little moments. Those awkward little things that we all experience as foreigners, especially coming to Korea for the very first time. Someone mentioned it, like those awkward moments, like when you're taking a piss in the bathroom, and the cleaning ajumma lady walks in and stares at you and smiles. Yeah, those awkward moments. Or those awkward moments when you realize that these toilet seats that have those bidets, you know what a bidet is, right? Those electronic bits. They scare you to death in the beginning, but later on you actually grow fond of them. Or how about those awkward moments when you're actually grabbing a cab and you realize these cab drivers are driving better cars than you. Right? What is this, a Hyundai Sonata? What, a Kia K5? Or how about those moments when you're actually inside a taxi and you actually realize that you can entrust your life to these guys? They're actually good Asian drivers. You know that experience? Or how about that moment when you're living with your foreign friends here for so long that when you make an appointment, it's actually your white friends that are coming late? Or how about those times when you're going to have Western food with your white buddies? You go into a restaurant, a pizza parlor, and it's your white buddies that are asking if they have kimchi on the menu. Yeah, those awkward moments, right? Those are very awkward moments. Okay, so that was basically our rant. My name is Daniel Lee. I've been here, so hope you enjoyed my jokes.